Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to experiment with AI. And if you have seen my last video where I went through my CPU collection and I noticed that I had two Pentium processors that were fakes or relabeled, I thought maybe we can try to use AI by giving it a little bit of information like the model number, frequency, the packaging, what technology is included like MMX or non-MMX, and see if the AI is capable of telling us which of these CPUs might be potential fakes. And we are going to use 7 AIs today, which are Meta AI, CoPilot, DeepSeek, Grok 2, ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Google Gemini. So we'll go one by one. I will paste into every chat box exactly the same information. I did a little bit of research trying to figure out which request gives the best responses, because sometimes the AI is just completely thrown off and compares these old CPUs that are maybe now 30 years old to very modern Intel i5 and i9s, or even the newer generation, what's called like Ultra Core Ultra or something like this. So yeah, this doesn't help. Initially, I tried to upload an Excel sheet, but not every AI model is capable of analyzing Excel sheets. And that is why I copied the table out and added it into the prompt itself. This seems to be working quite well with most of the models. One more thing I want to point out is that I'm using only the free access to these models, except for Grok 2. That is because I have a paid X account, so I wanted the blue check mark. So if you want to, you can follow the Bits and Bolts X account. At the moment, I'm just posting my video links there, but hopefully in the future I will post other content there as well. Okay, so let's not waste more time and let's start with Meta AI. So I will copy this exact text. Let's see how Meta AI analyzes this data and can tell us if some of these CPUs are fake or not. At the end of this video, I want to rate the AIs, and we can already see here that the Meta AI took the data and created a nice little table. Okay, it came up with one fake, and this is the Intel Pentium SY05 200 MHz non-MMX. It's in the plastic pin grid array packaging, and it said it's fake. And you do get a little bit of a summary here. So all in all, this is a very nice representation. But how good is the result? Well, let's see what it says. The Intel Pentium SY045 with a frequency of 200 MHz and non-MMX technology in PPGA packaging is marked as fake. Okay, this is what we see in the table. This is because Intel did not release a non-MMX Pentium processor at this frequency in PPGA packaging. So Meta AI tells me that Intel never released a plastic packaged Intel Pentium without MMX. And I think this is wrong. Intel moved from the ceramic packaging to the plastic packaging, and it did release non-MMX versions, even though it was, I think, only the 200 MHz version. And I believe the one that I have is not fake. So unfortunately, I think Meta AI is wrong here. And now comes a spoiler of my other video. So if you don't want me to spoil it, go and watch my previous video first. I'll link it one more time here in the top. But the two processors that are really fake, it marked as genuine. So the SL283 and the SL293 with 233 MHz in ceramic pin grid array packaging with MMX technology have never been released by Intel. And this is because the ceramic packaging was just running too hot for those CPUs to cool down the core of the microprocessor. I think it's a very fair test to see how well such an AI model is interconnected with what you can find on the web. So then let's leave this for now and move on to Microsoft. Microsoft CoPilot. So I'll post the same text again, exactly the same as we did with Meta AI, and let's see what we get as a result. And we get nothing. Okay, that's not good. Let's try this again. Okay, CoPilot doesn't want to cooperate. Then I will leave this out for now. Let's go to a new player that made a lot of headlines recently, DeepSeek. Same prompt, and let's see what we get. Okay, so it gives us a little bit of information. And we are... Okay, so we don't get a table here. We just get each model listed separately here now. So the first one is fake, second one is fake, third one is fake. Uh-oh. Fourth one is fake, which is all not true. Okay, result fake. So what is it complaining about? The model number is invalid. Okay, so I think it doesn't know the Intel model numbers. Oh, there is a genuine one. Okay, now we are closely getting to our 233 megahertz versions. Let's see. This one is genuine. Okay. And this one is also genuine. Okay, well, I think this should be almost the last one. I think I have 15 CPUs here. Oh, we get a table as well. Okay, so that's nice. We will get a summary at the end. Yeah, but unfortunately all these CPUs are not fakes. And the ones that are fakes are marked as genuine. So I think in the end I will just give points based on how many it detected as correct and incorrect. So yeah, how exactly I will do this, I don't know yet, but we will see. So which ones are genuine? We have a 166 megahertz non-MMX in ceramic, genuine, that is correct. I'm not going to go into the fakes right now because all the fakes are actually genuine CPUs here. This one here is a genuine CPU, which is correct. This is the only MMX that I have with MMX technology in ceramic packaging, which is legit, which is genuine. Unfortunately, these two are my two fake ones and they are labeled as genuine. That's not correct. However, Pentium MMX CPUs were typically packaged in... No, that is wrong. That is not correct. In fact, most of the MMX CPUs were released in PPGA, so in the plastic pin grid array packaging. So yeah, this is incorrect. And that most likely explains now why we get this result. So if you have the MMX technology in CPGA, it will just say it's genuine because it thinks that this is how Intel released these processors, but that's not correct. Okay, DeepSeek. Next one is Grok. So I'm using my Twitter account or X account here. Let's see what Grok has to say. And Grok seems to do some web searches. Let's see. Okay, we also get a table here. I'm very impressed that these AI models figure out that this is a table and give you the result here. So, and Grok has also marked fake CPUs here with reasoning that the CPU model number does not exist. Okay, so, but we also have the 100 megahertz version is genuine. Let's see what it says to our fake ones. And here's the first one, the SL2A3, and it's marked as genuine. And it even claims that it matches the Intel Pentium with MMX technology and that there is a model SL2A3 with 233 megahertz in CPGA. Interesting. Maybe this one really exists, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist in CPGA. It exists in PPGA if it exists. So I'm not sure. And the next one, it actually declares as fake. And the reasoning is that the model number does not exist. Okay, that would be a valid response. It's unfortunate that it didn't catch this one. And it made a lot of mistakes with real genuine CPUs here on the top. But let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, and the last two CPUs here are also labeled as fake. Again, blaming the model number. So yeah, these two are indeed real CPUs. They're in PPGA, so that is incorrect. And we get some notes here on the bottom claiming that it based its results on Intel's historical data. CPGA with gold top is not standard. Yeah, okay, so that may be an issue with me specifying CPGA with gold top. But this is my Pentium 75, which actually does have a gold top. Okay, let's go to ChatGPT. Let's see what ChatGPT has to say. about our list of Pentium CPUs. Okay, so we get 2 responses here. Nice. And we get 2 lists. Okay. Okay, so it's still writing something. I guess now we're done. So let's see. Okay, it again labeled our first one as fake, probably because of with gold top. Fine. Then we have genuine, 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 genuine. That's all good. Our 2 fake ones, these 2 are labeled as genuine, I think in both results. Yes, and this is not correct. And then the last 2, my Intel Pentium 200 megahertz that came with non-MMX but in plastic pin grid array packaging is labeled as fake. Then here we have the models that are with MMX technology. It includes our 2 fake CPUs as well, operating at frequencies between 200 and 233 and CPGA. So this is incorrect. Intel never released CPGA processors with 233 megahertz. They do not exist. Okay, so this is ChatGPT. Let's go and have a look at Perplexity. This is something I have never tried before. I just went to a website which suggested these are the most well-known AI models that you can use for free. So let's try and see what Perplexity has to say about this list. And we get immediately some pictures here. That's interesting, but they look a lot more modern. I think this one maybe is a little bit of an older picture. I don't want to... Let's first have a look at the answer here. And so we have a mix. Interesting. So the first one again is fake, probably because of the gold top. Then we have all genuine, genuine, genuine. That's correct. And then it complains about these 2. Okay, so I don't think these 2 are fakes, but it labeled them as fake. Let's see if Perplexity has an explanation for this. This one is genuine and genuine. Okay. Now this one here is definitely a fake one. This is the one where I have the coating over the top of the CPU, and this one is also has some damage, so you can see the real ceramic color under it. We can rub with alcohol in it and it basically gives color. The CPU gives the purple color off, which should not happen. It is also a 233 megahertz version in ceramic packaging. Does not exist. It's marked as genuine. This is wrong. Then the next one, interestingly, it found out that this is a fake. That is correct. But then it complains again about my 200 megahertz PPGA non-MMX Pentium processor. And the last one is genuine. So now we have here some explanations. So again, it complains about the gold top. Fine. These models align with the official specification. Do we have any? No, these look all to be genuine. SY015, fake. So I think this is my 150 megahertz version. Yes, so this was a little bit of an oddball. 150 megahertz. I'm not even sure how you configure this. This is like 50 megahertz times 3, or was it 60 by 2.5? Yeah, maybe it's 60 by 2.5 multiplier. I just remember that I read somewhere that this was not a very common CPU. Okay, so then we have a genuine one. Then we have 2 genuines, but it includes one of my fake ones. These models are consistent with Intel's MMX technology processors in CPGA packaging. This model does not match any officially released processor, the SL293. Yeah, so this is fake, this is correct, but the problem with the SL283 is that it runs at 233 megahertz, which I specified here. This one. 233 megahertz and CPGA does not match. This is the giveaway. And then we have another fake because this is a non-MMX part and it complains about it because it should not use PPGA, it should use CPGA. Well, maybe my CPU is fake, I have no idea. And the last one is genuine. Okay, So this was already the second to last AI model that we are going to try today. The last one is Google Gemini. Same prompt. Let's see what happens. Oh, it said the first one is genuine. Okay, and the results are quite quick here. And okay, it made mistakes here. First of all, it marked our 75 megahertz as genuine. That's great. Genuine, genuine, genuine. Unfortunately, it also marked the two fake ones as genuine. It didn't consider 233 megahertz in CPGA packaging. And then we have one that is fake, and it is again my non-MMX 200 megahertz PPGA Pentium. It's a little bit difficult to read here. Pentium CPUs at 200 megahertz and above with MMX were available. Non-MMX at 200 megahertz in PPGA is unlikely to be genuine. So again, the plastic pin grid array. Now that CPU that I have is definitely a non-MMX version. If I can fire it up, I will show some pictures here right now that I have a 200 megahertz in PPGA. So yeah, I'm not sure if these CPUs were available in 166 megahertz, also in plastic pin grid array, but I think the ceramic versions were the ones that usually were faked. So most of these AI models complain about this CPU, and the final one is genuine again. So let's see, CPGA versus PPGA. Early Pentiums used ceramic pin grid array. Yes. Later Pentium MMX CPUs transitioned to plastic pin grid array. Yes, that is correct. MMX technology. It's just a technology. Model numbers. Okay. So that is correct. Then, I mean, why don't you question this? Well, it's a CPGA, both of them, 233 megahertz with MMX. Intel never released a non-MMX version with 233 megahertz as far as I know, and the MMX version shouldn't use the ceramic packaging. It should use the plastic packaging. Now, during my research, and I have to be transparent here, you see there is a second one that I almost used a very similar prompt here. Let's try this in a new window, but look at this. So here was a nice analysis of the Gemini AI model. Early Pentium processors use CPGA, so ceramic top, gold-plated pins. Later Intel transitioned to PPGA packaging, which used plastic. This change occurred roughly around the time MMX technology was introduced. So packaging analysis. So we went through the list, and at that time I just said non-MMX Pentium 75. I didn't add the gold top, to be honest. So this was one of the times when I tried to research which prompt works best. And it said genuine, genuine, genuine. And then it still said my Pentium 200 with MMX is counterfeit, or suspicious at least, because it was maybe in the ceramic packaging. But you see here, the MMX versions are marked as counterfeit. And this was really good. I was like, wow, this is the only AI that figured out that both of my ceramic CPUs clocked at 233 megahertz with MMX technology are fakes. But right now the model has changed its answer. So I want to use the one that I got right now. But let's try it one more time, and we are using this prompt that I used here in a new window. Let's see if that changes anything. So let's see. So now we get a completely different answer here. Likely genuine, gold top variations existed. Oh wow, this is, maybe this prompt was better. So it says likely genuine, likely genuine. Yeah, but then it says likely genuine for these two. So no, the result changed. These ones were marked as fakes before, and it changed its opinion, I guess. Now it's bashing my 200 megahertz non-MMX PPGA processor. So the only one that we didn't get a response from is actually the Microsoft CoPilot. This is the one that is still missing. Okay, let me try to use what I used in Gemini. I had a different prompt here while doing research. So let's see if this one works. No? Okay. Let me try to figure out what's going on. Okay, then let me try the desktop application and see if this makes a difference. But so far, I'm sorry, CoPilot, this doesn't look good. Okay, so here we got a response now, finally. Okay, okay, so CoPilot is suspecting like almost every other AI model, my Pentium 200 non-MMX in the PPGA packaging, but it also has an issue with the 233 megahertz version in PPGA, but the two real fake ones seem to be genuine in its eyes. So, okay, apparently it took most of this information from Wikipedia, and yeah, the results are not correct, unfortunately. Now, at least I have also a result of CoPilot. Let's try one more time the prompt that I used everywhere else. Let's see if we get an answer here. No, there is no response. Okay, CoPilot, I'm sorry, a little bit of a letdown. Now, I will just tally up the results and then we have a look over it and see which one did best and which one flagged at least one or both CPUs as a potential counterfeit. But in the meantime, I'm curious, let me know in the comments what you are using AI tools like this for. Okay, and the results are in. So what I did is I marked every CPU here if it's a genuine or a fake CPU. I gave it a weight. So this is important later on when we score each AI model. So what I thought how the system is going to work is every of the genuine CPUs will give a 1 point if it's correct or -1 point if it's not correct. But the fake CPUs are weighted with 3. So if the CPU is flagged as fake, the AI model will get 3 points, and if it flags one of these CPUs as genuine, it will deduct 3 points. We start out with 10 points for each AI model, and then we just add up the numbers calculated for each of the CPUs. And what we can see here is that Gemini that I got a result from and I kept from my research by far outperformed whatever all the other AI models could deliver. Now, unfortunately, I cannot reproduce this because now Gemini produces very similar results to all the others. And then we can see here that the spot number 1, if we take out Gemini that I used during my research, there are 3 models that performed equally: Meta AI, Perplexity, and Gemini. These ones all scored 15 points. Then the next group is CoPilot, Grok 2, Twitter or X, and ChatGPT, which are tied for spot number 2. And unfortunately, DeepSeek scored a negative score. It made just too many mistakes. I think it only got 2 CPUs right, which is this and this CPU, which are genuine. So yeah, that's very unfortunate. It looks like DeepSeek cannot access data on the web. Definitely, this was not a well-performing AI model. And this is all I have for you today. So let me know what you think about this little experiment. I'm really curious if you think this is interesting. And let me know which ones of these AI models you're using. And you would really help me out if you give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and if you want to support my work, you can head over to Patreon. That is all for today. Thank you so much for your time and watching. Take care and bye-bye.